Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I've brought some things outside with me for the reading for this week. And I have some extra time to be doing this early, so I'm filming about a day early, but some people like to get their videos out on Sunday for the whole week. So maybe I will start making a habit of this. I just looked down and I have tons of dirt all over my pants, but that's okay because we're grounding and it feels awesome to do so. I have some lovely things joining us this week. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm just trusting my intuition. So we have this little owl buddy, just because he wanted to join. He's a solar light. We have a lovely pink flower. I don't really know what it is, but it's pretty. And this is the rose quartz. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this, but I won a huge sphere of rose quartz from Madagascar. And it's from Energy Muse, which is in California, so that they make lovely jewelry. And they sell a bunch of cool gemstones from all over the world, so that one's from Madagascar, and I won that on a Facebook contest, which is pretty cool, and I think it's awesome. So I clearly am feeling a little bit of pink, so I think we can all use some extra self-love, so envision yourself with pink right now, and envision this reading with pink as well. I'm going to be using the messages from the animals, the animal spirit guides. I haven't used this in quite some time. There's also an owl on here. Coincidence? I think not. I am just feeling using the animal cards. I've been seeing lots of beautiful butterflies around me lately. A lot of them, which to me means transformation and lots of change, which we're all going through, of course. So I'm going to use that, and I'm also going to pull one card, one additional message. I say that, but this could change. As you guys know, you have to go with the flow. If there are two messages that have to come up, they'll come out. So the Archangel Oracle cards, I'll have an additional message for the week. So, how are you guys doing? Don't be shy to email me. I love getting emails. I had an email from Laura down in Hawaii. Thank you so much for sending your email. It honestly made my day. So yeah, feel free to email me, justines.stream@gmail.com. I have a brand new website as well, more geared towards my art and my music. That's justinegiles.com. If you feel guided to, check that out. I feel like we've had a crazy, crazy weekend. I had a crazy weekend. We had a full moon. I don't know if you guys are feeling that. If you are, send me a note. Let me know how you're doing. For me, it felt really intense and pretty emotional, as always. But you know, we deal, we cope, we get through. Time to focus here. And call on all of our archangels and protection angels, of course, and also the animals. The animal spirit guides that are here to help us for this week, and I ask for all the messages to come through that will benefit everyone watching this video, no matter what, no matter where they are in the world, no matter what time they watch it. I ask for positive messages that will help us to get through this week, help us navigate through these energies. And I ask for a message from the archangels as well. Oh. Yep, there's two. I had a feeling. I mentioned that earlier. There's two. Alrighty. So, again, I'm trying really hard not to make these videos too long because once they hit 15 minutes, I can't load them from my phone, and then it just takes 4 or 5 hours to load. For some reason, these videos end up being really big. But I'll try my best to keep things to the point if I can. Whatever's meant to come up will come up. It'll be as long as it's meant to be. That's all I know. For the beginning of this week, we have a message from the Chameleon. And it says, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Sometimes these get a little wordy. I certainly know what this feels like because we're all powerful beings, right? We're all light beings, light workers, if you will. And also being an artist, I know what it's like to always be in the public eye, and I know what it's like to have a day like I did yesterday. Full moon, intense energy, I was tired. You know, I have a lot going on. I am putting out my album after working on it for about 2 or 3 years at the end of the month, and I'm planning a huge CD release party for next month, and that's just the beginning of this new music journey of mine. So, you know, I know what it's like to be super busy, and I know what it's like to have days like yesterday when, like I said, full moon, crazy intense energy. I just wanted to rest and be by myself and go for a nice walk, and, you know, I definitely was bumping into a lot of people. I was even dressing differently. You know, I have days where I just want to blend into the background like a chameleon and is absolutely okay to do so. I can't speak. It's absolutely okay to do that, to want to fade into the background sometimes. I mean, obviously we have huge purposes here. We're on Earth for a reason, which means, you know, if you're here on Earth, you have a big purpose, and you have, you know, such a big role to play. We all do. We all have a purpose. We all have, you know, a beautiful light to shine, a unique light to shine here on Earth. We all definitely do. But it's okay to not feel like you're shining at full force every single day. I think after you do that for a while, it gets a little bit exhausting. And I think we definitely all have a light, even when we feel like we don't. Even when we feel exhausted, you know, even when we feel like we need to rest and take care of ourselves and be more introverted and be like a chameleon and just kind of fade into the background. You know, when we take time to do that, it really is benefiting everyone else. I know it can feel like, trust me, I know it can feel like when we take time for ourselves, it feels like guilty. It feels like a guilty energy sometimes because you're not giving out physically to people. I get it. I know what that feels like. I know that we are taught to feel that way and to feel kind of ashamed and to feel guilty, to feel bad for not constantly giving out to people and being of service 24/7 every day, you know. But rest is a huge component to the growth process of life, whether it's with plants or with animals or with babies, you know, with humans. We have to take time to rest. And someone, I think it was my friend Jody, once again, shout out to Jody, mentioned the growth of babies. And it's so true, because think of how rapidly babies grow. It's insane, especially within the first few months. And what do they do? They're not really doing all that much, are they? You know, they're growing. They're eating, they're sleeping, they're resting basically all the time because they're growing so rapidly. So I think when we're going through a lot of spiritual growth and a lot of changes, we naturally want to rest, and I think that's absolutely okay to do. And I think it's definitely important to kind of try to step out of the idea that it's bad to rest, because that's just not true. It's very ego illusion, old belief system, time to go out the window. And not everyone's going to understand why you need to rest as much as you do. I deal with this constantly, you know, but we are sensitive beings, and the more sensitive you are to energies, the more you're going to have to rest and the more you're going to have to spend time alone. But as I said last week, spending time alone isn't really alone. It's with Source, Spirit, God, with your higher self, which is a really positive thing. So beginning of the week, maybe take some time to be alone, and if you can't physically be alone, be a bit of a chameleon and still be present and still be, you know, aware of what's going on around you and observe that. But you don't have to be like so on the forefront and like in everyone's face and like, you know, in everything. You know, it's okay to take a seat back, grab a tea or a coffee, you know, and observe, and just be okay with being in that observing place for a while. Before you go out, you know, on stage, I think this is something else Jody said to me, before you go out on stage, you know, there's so much prep work behind the scenes, and we do have to recoup and recharge and get ready to go out on stage, and we don't always have to be the main role on stage all the time, and that's okay. So it's okay to be a chameleon. Thank you, chameleon, for that awesome message. For the middle of the week, we have the falcon. I thought it was an owl. I was going to get really excited there. It's a falcon. And the message says, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without, you know, like teetering. It doesn't say that. It says a crazy ass word, and I'm not going to say it right now because I'm already stumbling on my words, and I'm just, I'm not going there. So basically it seems like there's something that's going to come up through the middle of the week, which is why we need to kind of rest at the beginning of this week and take time to not be on the forefront, right in there, digging into stuff, because we're going to need to have energy for the middle of the week when things start to pick up again, and we can kind of get involved in a new opportunity that's coming our way. So there's a purpose for all of this, guys. There's a reason why we have to take time to rest. There's a reason why we have to recharge our batteries, because opportunities will come up, and in order for us to, you know, take those and to act on them at, you know, the perfect divine time, we, sorry, I thought I had a huge bug on me, but I don't. We definitely have to have the energy to do so, right? So again, allow yourself to rest, be a chameleon, allow yourself to, you know, kind of fade into the background. It's okay, because there will be opportunities coming your way, maybe even a new one in the middle of the week, of this week, something coming that you can act on. But in order to act on it, you know, you can't exhaust yourself at the beginning of the week. And it's not only about this week, obviously, like this is messages for life in general, but especially for this week, you know, if you exhaust yourself and push forward and are in the limelight, you know, Monday, Tuesday, and then something comes up Wednesday, you're totally exhausted because you pushed really hard Monday, Tuesday. So, you know, try to conserve your energy a little bit and be very aware of where you're putting your energy. And feel free to act upon something that comes up in the middle of the week. If it feels right, of course, trust your gut always. Always trust your intuition. Check in and see what you feel. But I think there's going to be, you know, some new things coming for the middle of this week, and more things are starting to take action, right? We're taking more and more action as the end of the month as the end of the month approaches, is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, gear up, get ready, rest up, recharge, and get ready for some new stuff coming up. For the weekend, we have the Weasel. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Did I not just say that, you know? So even if you do act upon something new in the middle of the week, you know, again, it doesn't mean you should go full force in and just completely, you know, dive in head first. Because, you know, on the weekend we still need time to rest and recharge for next week and the week after that, because the end of August is going to be intense, and September as well, like lots of new opportunities coming. So I think it's going to be like, bam, here's a new opportunity, bam, here's a new opportunity, bam, 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 and it's going to keep like coming and coming and coming. Maybe not like every day, all day, because I don't think we can handle it. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I would want that. That's a bit much. You know, it's kind of scattered a little bit between weeks, sometimes between days. So the days that you have to like rest or off, or, you know, days when you feel exhausted, allow that. Allow yourself to rest. Feel whatever it is you're feeling, and then there's going to be other days. I've been experiencing this as well. You know, there's off days and there's days where it's like go, 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 like new opportunity here, act on this, you have to do this, now this is ready. And it's very time sensitive. Everything's time sensitive. And just try to go with the flow as much as possible, because we just can't do everything in one day. There are days when it's like you get so much done and then the next day you just feel like you need to rest. Listen to that. Trust that. I have to do that too, because there's a lot that I have to get done and I can't do it all in one day. And it's okay to take rests and breaks in between. The two additional messages for this week from the Archangels are healthy lifestyle with Archangel Raphael. So this is a reminder to eat healthy, to get enough sleep, and to exercise, which just, again, goes with everything. Like, life is about finding a balance, and I know it's really tough to find a balance when there's a lot of changes going on, lots of crazy energies, just huge transitions right now. Careers, relationships, inside, everything. Like, everything is changing right now. We're leaving behind an old way. You know, the past 6 months or so have been like crazy in terms of energy and the planets. It's just been wild, you know. So enjoy the crazy times, but also take time to make sure that you're eating well and you're sleeping and you're taking time to rest in between all of these big spurts of opportunity and new excitement. The other message, I had a vision of this, which gives me chills. Before this reading, I knew this was going to come up. Literally. Like, you can believe it or not, but before I even got any of this ready, I had a vision of this card, which is prosperity. Literally, chills. Crazy. This is with Archangel Ariel, and it says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Extra confirmation, you know. You don't have to, like, pardon the language, but you don't have to bust your ass, like, 24/7 every single day. Trust that you are abundantly provided for in all ways, because you are. Things always work out at the perfect divine time as well. And just trust. Trust. Our dreams are coming to fruition for a lot of us in a lot of different ways. And it takes a lot of trust in yourself. And there are days when you may feel really crappy. I feel it too. It's okay. You know, take those days to rest and to recoup, recharge your energy, get back in alignment with your higher self. Envision light and love, call on your angels. Everything's going to be good, guys. We are manifesting so many beautiful things. Just listen to yourself, to your intuition, and you won't be led astray. You are perfectly on your path, and so is everyone else. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.